Fuck me, dude. Fuck me, dude. This shit again. Sigh. Sigh, 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 sigh. Sigh, sigh, sigh. Alright, y'all. That sucked. Lol, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Really? So, I had a bit of a lag spike there. That's great. That's awesome. And because of the lag spike, it actually kicked me out of the fucking lobby. Of course it did. Of course it did. I'm honestly not surprised by this. Well, everybody who's been on this stream before should have known something like this was going to happen. Let's actually just take a look at the winner, though. It doesn't matter. Because something that always happens here on Snake Casting, and it's been this, it's like, I don't know if any of y'all listen to hard rock, but there's an album called like Clockwork from Queens of the Stone Age. And the reason they named that album like Clockwork is during the production of the album, something horrendous and massive would always go wrong. Every single time, every week. Like to the point where Josh Harm, the lead guitarist and vocalist, was like, this is like fucking Clockwork, isn't it? And it's like, yeah, it's like Clockwork. Oh gosh. All right, where were we in the game? We were like, I forget. Can somebody check how many minutes in the game were we? It's not even downloading the fucking replay. Are you kidding me? Wait, let's just see if they're making the next lobby yet. Okay, there's the next lobby. Given what the game was looking like, given what was happening. Oh wait, actually I'm being very unintelligent about this actually. Let's see if I can find the game in the normal ticker rather than in the ticker. There we go. Nope, lobby not found. Feels bad. Aster probably won the game. The way things were looking, it's very unlikely that they would end up losing from that dominant position. And yay, there we go. Eurus just too underfarmed. Somnus not doing enough damage. Yeah, Yang actually did the most in this game. Real talk, like if they had won this game, it would have been mostly on the back of Yang. But their early game, post the laning phase, just did not work out for them on the side of Team Elephant. And yeah, just some of the decisions that were made. In particular, I'm actually very surprised by the fact that they were so resolute about spending time on the map, like not using ghosts, like to farm or not to push down structures. They use ghosts, what, 3 times in this game, right? That play top, play middle, and then that fight around the mid tower where they got they actually got a lot out of those ghosts. Never mind, actually. Yeah, why am I talking shit about Yang? Yang did everything he needed to do. Just feels like, okay, there were 2 things I have and I take issue with. I am not a fan of this Mage Slayer from Somnus. It should have been Orchid. I don't know why it wasn't Orchid first. You know, if he goes Orchid into BKB, that makes a lot of sense to me. Not certain why that wasn't the natural build-up from the Queen of Pain. And at the same time, I'm also not exactly sure. I'm not sure how they played this Ricky, in the sense that I'm not used to seeing Ricky in this position, where you give him the safe lane, he gets a lot of farm in that safe lane, gets a lot of mileage out of the laning phase itself, but then you don't find any way to involve him in any of your fights. I mean, they tried, but I think their attempts were sometimes clearly ill-begotten. And part of the issue is that they never really pressured Monet. Once it became apparent that this Monkey King was somewhat set to run away with this game, was looking really, really good, looking very solid, at some point you have to, earlier on than they did, make a plan, come to his lane, try to bring him down. Especially as Queen of Pain, you just got level 6. The first place you should be going to use that Sonic Wave should be in the lane that has Monkey King, specifically to find Monkey King and kill him. And also, the way Eurus played a lot of these fights, he felt like he thought he was stronger than he actually was. So, often we'd see him jumping in without having the BKB, before he had the Manta. Effectively, no defensive capability, but he's going in nonetheless. Also, I must say, it probably doesn't help them that they caught him twice early on in the game, in the same position in the top lane, drastically limiting how much early farm he was able to pick up and giving a huge advantage towards the progression of Monet instead, because he had Battle Fury. If you're dying as Ricky and the enemy Monkey King has Battle Fury, he's gonna outfarm you. So ends up being the case here, doubling the net worth of his opposing number. So great performance from Team Aster, and they now have the 1 goal advantage here. Why am I saying 1 goal? 1 game. And Jaeger, you still out here? You still in the cut, fam? You still around? Let me know if you are, then I'll tell you the story of where I've been. But otherwise, then we'll just wait. Oh, you're still here. All right, check this out. So, the story of what's been happening, right, and where our homie's been at. I don't know how many of y'all know, right? Hey, Kui, what's up? Just to give y'all, by the way, I'm just gonna quickly transition this into the break screen so you can see the score. All right, 1-0. We cool? You need to see it again to make sure, in case anybody asks what the score is. I'm gonna just let y'all know quick. All right, cool. You saw it? All right, sweet. We're gonna go back to that screen in a second. Just now, just wanna quickly tell the story of where I've been, while the lobby is, of course, getting ready. So, you know, last month, was it last month? Yeah, it was last month. In July, I lost my best friend. Like, when I say best friend, this is like beyond best friend. This is sort of like this whole legitimate soulmate type of situation. So, homeboy ends up dying, right? Ends up losing his life, feels bad, game was terrible. And after that happens, after that situation, we lived in different cities, right? I had to leave the way I lived, right? And come back to the city he lived in is the same city where my family lives. Came back here to, of course, help out with, I mean, I was confused. I didn't know what was happening, didn't know what was up. We're dealing with that situation. Literally, so this happened on Saturday, I think the 3rd of July, somewhere around there. And then while that is happening, right? While that is happening, you know, I can't function as a human being, right? So of course I can't be on camera. I couldn't do any of I had a lot of camera gigs lined up. Things had to be canceled, moved around. It is what it is. And then, while I'm still grieving, before the funeral even, right? Then my family caught COVID. It's like, crap, I can't go home again, right? Because I have to stay here and take care of my family because, you know, they both have COVID, my mom and my sister. I'm not going to abandon my family in that situation, right? They got COVID, have to help them through COVID. Of course, there's still funeral things that need to happen with my best friend. Whilst dealing with all of that, cool. COVID finishes. Then my mom had back surgery, right? And when I say then, I literally mean like this is in sequence. Nah, mom has back surgery. Surgery happens. Of course, I don't know if any of you have ever had surgery or been around people who've had like major surgery, like back surgery, but let's just say they require help. It's not the easiest thing to be able to exist in the world when you can't sit, you can't stand by yourself, barely do anything by yourself. So we've been taking care of her, you know, doing our best to hold things down that side. And there've been a lot of other small things that have been taking place, you know. The house that I'm in right now, the internet is not very good. And when I say not very good, I mean literally not usable for streaming, which sucks because there was some ESL work I lost out on because of that, but it is what it is. So I couldn't stream again properly until I got like an absurdly long cable. Like it was a job, a production to make this all happen. So yeah, more or less that's the quick rundown of where I've been and why I haven't been streaming for y'all. It is what it is. Sorry about that, everybody, but that's yeah, Shireen, can't have a snare stream without a technical problem, fam. But yeah, that's the long and short of where I've been. I've been in life, man. I've been in life, and life sometimes sucks, but we out here. But we out here. We're still holding it down. We're still doing the Dota. We're still streaming. Sorry for everybody for like, you know, we're building a lot of momentum. So now we're kind of back to square one, gang. But it is what it is. The ensnared will come through. We'll make it. We'll make it. I know you with me, Jareen. I know that. That's why I keep coming back. So let's hope game 2, when it does start, doesn't include any technical difficulties this time around. And I think that the storytelling has eaten up a significant chunk of our wait time, hopefully. So we shouldn't have to wait too long as soon as the game resumes. So stick around, y'all. We'll be right back. Some Dota, some hype. We're back in it. We're back in it proper. Life must go on. So, and I'm happy that we're going to be going on together. So stick around. We'll be back. No shilling for the rest week, though. Yeah, Jaeger. Nah, I saw that one coming. Yeah, I saw that one coming because one of the streams that I tried to run from this house, right, it crashed. Like just like this one crashed, right? And it wasn't like a crash of a mic crash, whatever. If I'm at my house, it's just the internet, it's just my microphone that cuts out. But you know, ESL can't hire somebody if I can't tell them with confidence that my internet is reliable. So I understood. It is what it is. But yeah. See y'all just now. Game number 2. Team Aster and Elephant for I-League. We'll be right back. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's happening? What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? We back in here for some Dota 2 action, some hype. Team Elephant taking on the side of Team Aster. It is a young best of 3 in the group stages. And the interesting thing for me about these particular set of games in I-League, in ESL 1-4, like I mentioned before the start of the previous game, is that pretty much, okay, all the Chinese teams who are going to be attending TI are in competition in some form or another right now in order to try and make sure that they are equipped and practiced, right? PSG LGD, of course, is playing at ESL 1-4. IG, Elephant, Team Aster, and VG Gaming are all playing in Imber League. So quite important that I-League is also going to be a proving ground for them. And also, of course, at ESL 1-4, Alliance, VP, as well as PSG LGD will be plying their trade as well as they can, and the South American squads. But the interesting thing, like I mentioned, is that you don't have much practice before TI on official maps. So this matters a lot, makes a huge difference. And if we remember correctly, the last official major that took place in the form of the We Play Anime Major happened a few days after like the conclusion of group stage of season 1 of iLeague. And interestingly enough, PSG LGD, who started looking a lot better at those last games of iLeague, they carried that into the tournament, dominated the tournament. Not saying the same will happen here, but let's just say winning is also a practice. So let's see whether or not Team Elephant will be able to come back. They've already been practicing their losing quite well. Let's see what they can do in the opposite direction. They had themselves second pick again, so Team Aster would of course happily grab the White Album Storm Spirit. Happily. Oh, check what's wait, I'll check it. Oh snap, haven't I done that? Jaeger, damn. You are right, fam. You are right. I should do that. I thought I'd done that a while ago. My bad. Let me do that right now. Jireen. Hey. Take some power there for yourself, comrade. Take some power for yourself. Anyway, Team Aster, they go for the White Album Storm Spirit yet again. It looked so good in game 1 that very little reason not to pick it up once more. Elephant on the other side will change things up. They take away the Keeper of the Light, which in large measure, to be fair, White Album got a lot of mileage out of that chakra magic on this hero and wouldn't have been able to perform nearly as well on it without the bonus mana. So we'll see what he's going to be able to achieve now. Elephant, in the meantime, they get the Ember Spirit for themselves. I really like Coddle Ember Spirit. The Illuminate Blast after the Searing Chains is a ton of magic damage. Of course, the chakra magic on Ember Spirit is insane. It's kind of crazy. So I like what I'm seeing here from Elephant. Also like the higher pace that Ember Spirit will allow them. Because sometimes with Queen of Pain, and we started seeing it in that game, if you don't keep your farm up, it doesn't matter how many levels you have. You're just not a hero. You just can't do anything on the map. Ember Spirit, you can still make things happen. You can still make plays occur, even if you actually lack the itemization necessary to feel like a mid-hero. You can still do stuff. I think that's going to be the big theme of this patch, it seems. Doing stuff. Like, who can do stuff, who cannot do stuff. I mean, that's a theme of a lot of patches, but in this one in particular, like, initiative is going to come into play in a lot of small ways. So, Team Aster, they went for the Chen second pick here. Alright, Lanem Chen. Instead of having Oracle, it's not bad, but they decided they didn't want it. Rather get the Chen for themselves instead. I suppose better pressure in the earlier portion of the game. Super strong lanes. And right now, Elephants don't have the... I mean, their clear is decent, but not necessarily sure they have the best anti-snowball tools just yet. We'll see how the draft evolves with the rest of their picks as they now enter into the second phase. Having banned out the Troll Warlord, what is going to be the option for them? Also, what does Monet play here? His Jug is gone, Lifestealer gone, Troll's gone, Sven's gone. I suppose you can play Monkey King again, but that's generally better if you're able to match the Monkey King into the Ember Spirit lane, and it's unlikely that this Ember Spirit is going anywhere else except the mid lane. Perhaps some Sand King? Oh no, banned as well. Okay. That's banned, Tide's banned, Clock's banned. Go for the Witch Doctor for themselves. Alright. This is one of those interesting ways to play against Chen. Using the coconut, you just... The Chen creeps do nothing. Like early Chen creeps, the advance, it does not help you at all. One coconut, cool. Chen advance is not really a problem anymore. We get away from it. Of course, certain Chen players can try and make their movement with their creeps happen such that they always have the coconut, never really able to bounce between the two of them, but it's a lot of focus. I only really see that from certain Chen players, like a Puppy or a No-Tail sometimes. Not to say Lanem isn't great at the hero, but I'm not sure if he rises to the level of Puppy or No-Tail on this hero. We'll see. Baroda! What's good? What's hood? What's going on, Baroda? What's going on? What's good? What's crack? Oh, snap. Jaeger, thanks for reminding me. I didn't actually launch those bets. Give me 1 second. I'll initiate those now. Team Aster, what do we need from them? I would like to see a hero for the off lane that's as like interrupty. Oh, they just go for the Monkey King again. I mean, it's still good. What like? I get it. I'm sure they were really thinking about this. They were like, okay, wait, what reason do we have not to pick this hero? And then they thought about it, and they're like, oh, Monet's other heroes are all banned, cause like, just pick Monkey King. It's fine. And to be fair, I don't see very good reason why they shouldn't do this right now, given the heroes that are on the field, given that we know that elephants are going to want to play with some pace on the Ember Spirit. So one thing I've always noticed with elephants, and this has been a problem from the jump, what was elephant's thing again? All right, cool. You can make other bets as well, y'all. I'm just opening the bets that side. Another big issue that has always been, oh no, wait, wrong bet. Definitely the wrong bet. Because it's not Vici and IG. Elephant struggles to play at different paces across the team, in the sense that, generally speaking, I've seen them most successful when everyone is on the same page, sort of doing the same thing. I've seen them really struggle in games where, you know, it's a 4 protect 1. Like this game is going to be a 4 protect 1, right? Where the rest of the team needs to play around Eurus, make sure that Paparazzi has as much space on the map. They're all engaged, all fighting. Anti-Mage's timings have become a lot slower nowadays, so he should be able to get involved in the game much sooner than he used to, especially in a situation where he's playing against Storm Spirit, playing against Skywrath Mage, extremely large mana pools to take advantage of. The problem is, am I confident that Elephants can give the Anti-Mage that space that he's going to need? Because though he can get involved earlier than normal, it's not going to be immediate. It's not going to be quick. It's still going to take some time before this hero feels comfortable getting involved in these fights. Especially when you're playing against Monkey King. The Monkey King Anti-Mage matchup is not an easy one for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage can't fight heads up against Monkey King unless you're like an item or 2 ahead. Monkey King is also quite good against the Ember Spirit. Yo, I'm actually feeling this Monkey King pick here for Monet. I'm sure when he got it, he was just like, word, I just want Monkey King. But as heroes are starting to emerge on the other side, it's like, yo, damn, of course I want Monkey King. This is based. And they picked an Anti-Mage into the Monkey King, and now they pick Act. Yo, bruh. Lanem, what the hell? Where the hell was this drafting when we're at the Animajor? What the hell, Doug? What the hell is this? Last pick Axe, amazing versus the Anti-Mage. They needed some kind of hard disable and catch to start with. Because the thing is, once you get the Berserker's Core, you follow up with the Skywrath Mage Silence easily. You follow up with the Electric Vortex easily. You no longer are concerned about the counterspell. Hell, even Boundless Strike can give you that extra second or 2 that you need for the follow-up spells. This is such a good Axe game. Nothing to really deal with it. They have some magic damage, of course, with the Ember Spirit Witch Doctor, but there's so much to worry about on the side of Team Aster. They go for Earthshaker last pick. They don't have on their team a natural builder of this Pipe of Insight. Sure, Earthshaker can build it, but they needed some sustain. Yang is actually going to play Coddle in the off lane. All right, that's a bit more interesting, and it might work out because they need sustain in a hurry. Look at these heroes on the side of Aster. They have so many varied damage types. It's quite difficult for Elephants to reliably and consistently deal with them. Elephants have, don't get me wrong, some amazing burst of their own if they're able to isolate a hero. But it's not easy to isolate these Aster heroes. There's going to be sustain coming in from the Chen, Storm Spirit, Monkey King, extremely mobile until you get the Blink Dagger on FY or a very good game on Somnus. It's quite hard to isolate these heroes and hold them in position long enough to follow up with the damage necessary. And also, a very scary thing, there's literally no phase of the game where this Anti-Mage feels like he's going to be in a good matchup. Like, you kind of have to be in a point where you're remember before I was mentioning, playing against the Monkey King as Anti-Mage, you want to be at least 1 item ahead. In this game, it's going to have to be 2. It's playing against the Monkey Kings, playing against Axe. Man, this is a hard game for Elephant. Like, yo, this is, if y'all watching Olympics, this is max difficulty modifier on the attempt here. So, Team Aster definitely playing game 2 on easy mode. And I think they got this. Not a fan of this anti-mage with Somnus's Ember Spirit. If it was like some Juggernaut, some Lifestealer, I might be able to feel a bit differently about this, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I think we're staring down the barrel of a 2-0 here for Team Aster. You trust in the Somnus Ember. You trust. Alright, Jireen, trust. I don't believe. I don't believe. But y'all you still have some time to make your bets. I'll be kind and lenient because I started this thing a little bit late. So y'all should, I'll give it like, let's give it until 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes on the clock. You still have to make your bets, to make your predictions. Let's get into the game. Game number 2, Team Elephant versus Team Aster. After this, we will have ourselves a winner, at least of game 2. And if it's Aster, we'll have a winner of the series. So let's find out what we're getting.
Rather like this. Well, except with mice and a chameleon. But the possibilities for combat were much.
A very scary thing as well for the side of Elephant is the importance of allowing Anti-Mage to have a very good laning phase, but the difficulty of giving him that assurance in a lane against Axe. Really gonna create some problems on the bottom side of the map. And right now, just gonna be a young 2-2 bounty rune trade. It's been interesting how things have developed. Since 7:30, I've been noticing that before it used to be the breakdown of the runes was, you know, more along the east-west lines. And now it's slightly more north-south, in the sense that both teams are getting a river rune and a high ground rune, like on opposite sides, rather than you just stick to the same western or eastern side of the map. Also, look at this. Cameraman's not doing the right thing, but check this out down bottom. They're going for an aggro lane here for the side of Team Aster. This is a really smart idea, because they know that sure, Axe is a decent laner versus Eurus, but Monet is incredible. This anti-mage does nothing in this lane. He's just gonna be hating life. Gonna try and burn as much mana as you can early, but you can't stop Monkey King from farming here. You can't trade effectively against them as the anti-mage. And this is a problem throughout the game. And this is, I think, why they wanted to start their laning phase like this. You introduce the problem to him early. It's not going to be easy for him to survive the laning phase dealing with this. And therefore, he'll never get the farm necessary to reliably deal with this Monkey King further down the line. So, fantastic idea to start the game off with, I think, here from the side of Team Aster. Dude, and look at Super, already tanking so much harass. Still has a salve to pop, but the HP pools of the heroes he's against much higher right now. And Eurus doesn't have level 2 just yet, did just pick it up, so has access to the blink. Will certainly have to use it. And even though you have the mana break versus these heroes with fairly high mana pools, there's gonna come a point where getting close to the Scarlet Mage is gonna hurt you much more than you hurt the Scarlet Mage with the mana break. And now the one thing though is that because they've made the decision to lane it like this, it does mean that they have the 1v1 or rather 2v1, since FY is still going to stick top. Was the Coddle taking you on the Axe, but Coddle will actually just come to the bottom lane. They actually might be able to kill Lanem here. Oof. The Illuminate Blast does not connect onto this Chen, although the Coconut will. There's the jump forward by Eurus. They will be able to get the final right click here. Do they have it? Yes, they do. Yang with the Illuminate Blast secures himself the first blood, popping through the Chen. All right, great way to start the game, at least for Yang. Maybe not for the rest of the gang, but for Yang, that's a good way to start. Now, we'll see what they decide to do with Eurus, because he can port top, but unfortunately that means Monet can do the same. And look at this, without any help. Whoa. All right, listen. The one advantage we get about not casting the game 100% live is that we can rewind, see what happened. How did Somnus get first? Oh no, don't go into the river, Somnus. Oh, you got outplayed. Look at these body blocks, man, from White Album. Yeah, you got outplayed, straight up. Nicely done, dude. Big plays. And then he dies there. That's pretty painful. So Somnus losing his life 1v1 against White Album in this mid lane does mean that the Storm Spirit, who already has a lane advantage versus the Ember, is now really far ahead. But FY will show up to render some assistance. Somnus in with the Searing Chains. Do they have enough damage to get this kill? They do, but none of them want to dive the tower for this, which is what would be required to get White Album close enough to die. And since it will not happen, White Album will receive a salve from Borax, who's also going to stick around just to apply additional harass onto Somnus, prevent him from feeling free enough to step forward in this lane. It also makes sure that they have to keep FY now in the vicinity to render a bonus save if necessary. And what that means is that there's less assistance down bottom. It's taken advantage of immediately as Alanem and Monet able to bring down Super. This Chen Monkey King lane is a surprisingly strong lane, especially once you get to this level, these additional levels on the MK. You have now a point into the Tree Dance, Primal Spring with Boundless Strike. As long as you have some kind of creep to hold down an opponent, easy way to get a kill. I imagine that they took advantage of the Dark Troll Summoner.
Ethically speaking,
This game for Aster, great start. Cuddle, sure he's getting some CS bottom, but okay, cool. They rotated Anti-Mage top, but remember again, it's not like Anti-Mage was rotating into a great place to go. He's leaving a lane against Monkey King to go into a lane against Axe. Sure, the Axe lane is quote-unquote better, but it's not like you're happy as the AM to try and trade hits with the level 3 counter Helix of this Axe. On the other side, oh, FY, they're going to try and get a kill onto Borax here. They might be able to do this. Will they have the damage? Indeed, they will. They find it. Monet looking for revenge here. Jumping down with the Primal Spring. Unable to connect onto FY. So he will have to escape as soon as humanly possible. Yang, they get off the Urna Shadows out onto La Nem. There should be enough to bring down the Chen. Illuminate Blast brought him very, very low. He's ticking closer and closer. Yang finally able to get the kill. Monet try to get revenge onto FY. The Coconut slows him down. They will eventually be able to get this kill. And fortunately for him, he also got the proc on the Jingu Mastery. So he got the HP back from the Boundless Strike. I thought he might die if that didn't happen. But Monet doesn't panic, does the right thing, and does manage to keep living. So a quick trade down here in the bottom lane, but a trade that will for once be in favor of the side of Team Elephant. This offlane cuddle, dude. This offlane cuddle. Alright. Oh, snap. My bad. That was on me. Hit the wrong button. We'll count that as a technical error. We'll count that as a technical error. But this time around, the game's still going, so there's no worries. Nothing weird happening. I just wanted to access the camera controls again because I'm lazy to keep navigating. There we go. Monet. Still building into the Battle Fury. He is getting assistance now from White Album. The first big rotation from the Storm Spirits. And they're going to make the direct jump onto Yang. Although there's going to be a fissure with the Coconut bouncing everywhere. Will they be able to keep Yang alive? No, they cannot. And unfortunately, not enough damage available. These support heroes of FY and Super, until they get more levels, don't really provide you with any semblance of damage. So it just ends up being a straight up kill. Good rotation from the Storm Spirit. Look at these net worths. Ember Spirit is 800 gold a pace of the Storm. As a result, gonna have a much more difficult time making successful rotations himself. Baroda, yeah, it's a best of 3, best of 3, best of 3. White Album. From this mid lane position, what are we building? Another Orchid this game? I wonder. Weirdly enough, this game feels even more free for Team Aster than Game 1 did. I mean, Game 1, there was concerns about what they would do post-laning phase, which they handled magnificently. Here, it's... every concern I have is about Elephant. It's how do you do this, Elephant? Just how? Until you get Blink Dagger, how do you fight? Who's your initiator? Ember Spirit? Ember Spirit's not going to be in a position to do so. He's building phase boots right now, but he's so poor. It's going to take quite a long time. And we still haven't seen what the itemization is going to be for Somnus here. Are we going Maelstrom? Are we going Yule Scepter? Are we going Mage Slayer? What's the build up for the Ember. Team Aster, no such concerns for them. We know there's a Battle Fury coming for Monet. We know there's going to be this Axe getting Blink Dagger. Once the Axe has Blink, now they have two sources of initiation. The Axe as well as the White Album Storm Spirit. Down bottom. Oh, nice fissure on Monet, but again, with no Blink Dagger on FY, there's no follow-up. The only follow-up, right? If Ember Spirit was right there with the triple Remnant forward, that's the only way they get that kill. Another big thing, in the previous game, we had Yang playing the exorcisming Death Prophet from the offlane. So there were occasions where you could just pop Ghosts and guarantee yourself at least some major teamfight damage. No such ease of execution on this one for them. So almost every kill they find is going to be a major struggle for them. Somnus wants to find Landem, but goes a bit too far forward. Will the Berserker's Call reach him from XXX? Yes, it will. And now we're going to almost get a kill. Somnus, will he survive here? Gets kept alive by FY throwing in the fissure, which will buy him enough time to get back with the Remnant. But that was... Consider, that cost them 4 heroes here around this mid lane just to make sure Ember Spirit doesn't die. After it was XXX making sure that one support doesn't die. Now they're gonna jump back in for their support. Borax will end up taking a tumble. Nothing to protect you this time around, my friend. And with no Skywrath Mage, they might try mount or push middle, but this is what I was gonna mention about these ghosts. There's no easy spell for teamfight damage and for structural damage. So for them to push even after getting a kill, they have to do it the old-fashioned way, which will take them a lot longer to put any successful damage on the structure with.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The thing with Elephant is, yeah, this team is... Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Elephant.
Ever been caused?
Let's just say this was the first time in my life where I did not celebrate FY and Eurus and Somnus going to TI. I was actually kind of upset by their performance. I feel like for me, the only reason they're going to TI is because they stole Super from RNG. And Super will not be able to help here because they're just revealing the Blink Dagger of XXX. Showing up, jumping Somnus. And they're able to secure the kill against them.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Tier 1 tower now in major jeopardy with Lanem throwing forth a full army towards the side of the map, and also moving in with Super towards middle. Is he gonna die here? Not just yet. The fissure from FY keeps him alive, but most of these fissures have just been buying time, keeping heroes alive, preventing them from falling, but not necessarily giving them and putting them in advantageous situations, which is a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem.
tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Fissure from FY just blocks White Album, but you know, it's Storm Spirit. He doesn't really care about this. Fortunately for the side of Elephant, they do take away a regen rune from White Album, which is quite useful given the prowess that this hero can have with the regen rune in his belt. Once he gets this Orchid though, yet again things get very scary. I do not see a Yule Scepter being queued by anybody. Ember Spirit went for the Maelstrom. Of course, we still have Battle Fury into Power Treads, into Manta for Anti-Mage, but we're far away from having Manta. So that means that nobody on the team of Elephant will have any kind of way to defend themselves against this Orchid. And also, you're playing Anti-Mage Ember Spirit and Offlane Coddle. Not necessarily heroes I associate with building an early BKB either.
Tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
Baroda, if I'm honest, like of all the teams that are going to TI, right, of all 18 teams that are going there, I think the only teams weaker than Elephant are Undying, SG, and that's it. I think every other team is better than Elephant. Like literally every other team. That's including like Team Spirits as well. Top lane. Elephant gonna try and show how wrong I am by going for a quick pick onto the Lanam Chen. They're gonna be able to pick that one up. Hashtag not worth. This sucks because whilst they're doing this, they committed 4 heroes to the top lane to help them get that kill and push out this tower. But Team Aster, White Album and XXX. XXX is just in the jungle, doesn't even need to be involved. White Album will solo take the tower. We still have this Monkey King farming the jungle right behind him. XXX farming the deeper jungle to get closer towards having Blade Mail. And Elephant still haven't secured the tower in the top lane either, so... Team Aster, almost everything is going their way on this map right now. Once they get this Orchid, Lanam, does he have a smoke? Right, Lanam's carrying the smoke, so is Borax. Pay attention to Borax especially, because he has the max point into Ancient Seal. How many seconds of silence is that? 6 seconds silence plus the Orchid duration of 5 seconds, so that's going to be, you know, just a young 11 seconds of not being able to do anything. And of course, XXX going to be the first one to catch you out with the Blink Call also. Let's see what they can make happen here. Blink Call. Oh no. Okay, it only catches onto FY. That's a good thing. FY are going to be the first one to fall, but now they get the silence out onto Somnus. Will they be able to get the Ember Spirit out of here? They do for now. And they've also caught the Storm Spirit. White Album caught with the Man of Void. Juras blasts him down. Alright, strong showing there from Elephant. Takes them longer to get the tower, but the reward that they really grab is the life of the White Album Storm Spirit. Free gold for Eurus because he was just farming anyway, not really involved in fights. And now, without the protection of the Storm Spirit, they feel safer diving in front of the tier 2 to pick up the Coddle. Or the Skywrath Mage, sorry, with the Coddle kill. Call from XXX will connect onto Super. Yang now, can he escape? Primal Spring will emerge from Monet. There will be the Searing Chains. Yang still slowed up so much. There's the call from XXX. They will be able to pick up the Coddle kill as well. Remember, this is off-lane Coddle. They cannot afford to lose him so cavalierly. Mid lane, Orchid revealed on this anti-mage. Will they be able to bring him down? Here comes XXX. Call the dunk on the AM. And Team Aster immediately get revenge for the Storm Spirit. They will not allow this anti-mage to just get this big booty and walk away freely. They must punish him.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's courier has been slain.
Back towards middle. I mean, this is going to be a nice quick bonus kill for them. They don't really need this one on the side of Team Aster, but you know, it's nice. It's cool. This is nice. It's acceptable. Look at this Chen, yo, rolling around with this Helm of the Dominator, building himself into that Aghanim Shard so he can get those bonus creeps as well. Imagine if he finds the gold for Helm of the Overlord as well. That would be hilarious. One thing that also sucks a lot is that now that XXX has access to the Blade Mail, AM is never going to feel safe. And he's still so far away from having the Manta style. Frankly, until he has Manta, he can't play on the map at all. Like ever, anywhere. Remember y'all, 11 seconds of silence. 11. Think about that. Think how long 11 seconds is. And unfortunately, they don't have an Oracle or an Omni Knight themselves on the side of Team Elephant, so there's no possibility of bailing him out of that situation if he falls into it. I do like though that Elephants are at least trying to play aggressively on the map, revealing this Blink Dagger somewhere. They might find White Album with it as well. Okay, there's the Orchid silence. Yang reveals his first Orchid. FY, blinking in. Echo Slam onto White Album and Borax. Big plays there. Finally, a massive setup from the side of Elephant. And they get these picks. They get the White Album life. This is crucial because he's building into BKB, so slowing this down as much as possible is absolutely necessary for the game plan. Now they're going to try and push towards this mid-tier 1 tower. They need to be careful though. XXX going to jump in after this Boundless Strike. Will they have enough to kill this Ember Spirit? Yes, they can. More than enough damage. Monet even popped BKB to make 100% sure. Good God, was that a lot of damage.
And they're all gonna go build immediately into the Aghanim Scepter for the MK. What's happening with Broda? Okay, Broda, type something. I'm just gonna mod you, fam. That way we can have you this not happen. Alright, cool. There we go. Hold on. Just giving you mod privileges. Hey, my favorite lurker. Demonic, what's up, OG? What's up? Legitimately, I'm so heartwarmed that it's been so long since I've been out the game, but still come back and, you know, the OGs are all still here. Shout out to y'all. I really appreciate it. Have you been jabbed yet, G? I got mine today. My first one at the very least. You know, the game has slowed down a little bit because I think Elephant want to keep it slowed down. Look at what Somnus is building. It had to happen. Yules with PKB. You can't play against all of this unless you buy one of these items. It is what it is. It sucks. It doesn't feel good, but it's better than losing your life continually. That does put more pressure onto Eurus to harder carry this game because that's less damage that's going to be available from Somnus. On the bright side, though, we do have the full Blink Dagger with the... Oh, no, not finished just yet. We at least have the full Orchid done for the Keeper of the Light. Going for the Orchid, 4-staff. What comes after this, though? Is this an Ags game or a Blink game? I feel like this is a Blink game. Like, Will-O-Wisp doesn't seem that great against this draft from Aster. We'll see. Speaking of Aster, they're going to decide to smoke up now. Monet has half of an Aghanim Scepter. XXX has the full, obviously, Blink, Blade Mail, Vanguard. Wants BKB next. You know, the standard Axe affair. Regrettably, they can't find anything, so Monet will just happily soak up some of these Ancients on the way out. This is a bit concerning now for Aster, the fact that they haven't been able to keep the pace going. Elephant successfully slowing the game down gives them a lot of opportunities. This mid-game power spike, once they have Yules on Ember and the full Manta available for AM, and he's going the is Echo Saber or for the Orchid next? We'll see. Or it could be Mage Slayer as well. He just wants the Oblivion Staff, then he can decide what's more important thereafter. But this is actually a decent power spike. I would like to see them smoke up on the map and try to get something going for themselves. Because they have to know that if they allow the game to be played in the same fashion as they allowed game 1 to be played, they're going to lose. Team Aster will 100% outfarm them with these heroes. Oh, you had Rona. Sucks, G. Are you okay now, though? Was it, like, really bad? Or I hope it is... You know, let's just put it this way. I hope you got the anti-vax COVID. You know, just the flu COVID. Not the real deal, basically.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The new shard for the axe, instead of giving you that incredibly stupid attack procs counter helix, now counter helix will give people an attack debuff, which is great. And it reduces attack damage and gives you additional counter helix proc chance. I much prefer that, honestly, to the previous one was stupid. It encouraged you not to play axe. Anytime you see like a particular hero archetype end up just being in every game and it can be played in multiple roles, you know that there are changes necessary. Smoke up here for Team Elephant. Regrettably, the smoke is not in time. They were trying to maybe find Storm Spirit before finishing the BKB. But Aster, not only do they finish BKB for Storm Spirit, they just finished Aghanim Scepter for the Monkey King. Massive power spike for them. If they can find a fight here, Aster would definitely be setting themselves up to get really far ahead in the game. Somnus. Alright, so it looks like Anti-Mage went for Echo Saber. Somnus is in trouble. Somnus? 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 Does he have a remnant out? Okay, he's good. He's fine.
You went out once. Come on. For your birthday. Come on. Come on. It would have been one thing if you're like, you know, I went out once on my birthday. I partied too hard. Or like I was buying drugs or something. Then it's fine, you know. But you did everything right. And you still get Rona. Feels bad, fam. Feels bad. Feels bad. Aster, unable to find any kills on the map, will just take away Roshan. No vision scouting here. Unfortunately for the side of Elephant, they are the ones that are playing the severe vision disadvantage against Monkey King, Storm Spirit, Chen. There's pretty much no way you're gonna have the vision advantage around the Roshan pit. So, as expected, first Rosh of the game goes the way of Team Aster. Pick up this Aegis for the Storm Spirit, best Aegis carrier in the game. Man's just wanted chocolates. Just a few chockies, but got Rona. But shout out to you for surviving the coronavirus, being out here. And yes, happy birthday to Demonic. Shout out to Dicky, what a legend. Sucks that you got Rona when you did, but it is what it is. Top lane. Big push happening here as now that they have this Ancients from the Aghanim shard of the Chen, utilizing the Black Dragon and the Thunder Hive to make this push easier. Unfortunately for them though, this time around between Somnus and Coddle, they have ways to defend the tier 2 tower now that they have Maelstrom Mules. So no easy way for Team Aster to push through. It took away a significant chunk of its HP, but not worth committing any actual heroes forward. You've got those premium antibodies, the top shelf, the Delta antibodies. Lol. What? Oh, dude, I love this build from Anti-Mage, fam. Battle Fury, Manta, Echo Saber into the Aghanim Scepter. So based. Oh, it's actually hilarious if I'm honest. I can't stop laughing at this. It's not a bad build at all. It's just Anti-Mage, yo. Anti-Mage. And there we go. Axe finished. So now we have the 3 blink fragments. We are prepared. We are prepared. This is so stupid. How far is XXX from BKB? So still a decent amount away. Makes a big difference though, having that BKB. Means that there's pretty much nothing on the side of Elephant that affects you really, if you have BKB on the side of Team Aster. Puts more pressure on Somnus and FY to catch you by surprise. And speaking of Somnus and the gang, they will be able to find XXX in the top lane, but this is a trap, in fact. Why would you try to jump for the axe though? And the axe turns it around onto them. You know, can still activate Blade Mail if I'm silenced. And they get out a lot of damage. That was a very peculiar jump there to try and make. Get punished pretty hard for it. If they had FY nearby, then maybe that makes sense, but FY is not nearby. Not nearby. The opposite of nearby. Zoo meta. Zoo meta needs to be nerfed, yeah. Nobody enjoyed the Necronomicon meta. So let's hope that this doesn't last too long. Otherwise, we're gonna have a rerun of TI4 effectively in before 22-minute games. White Album with BKB active, he just activates it and Anti-Mage does nothing. And now Yang does nothing either. And now suddenly Yang's dead. Jump forward, Echo Slam from FY though, catches out several heroes, only allows them to kill the Skywrath Mage though. XXX, beautiful call, prevents Anti-Mage from using the ult onto White Album. Well, the ult did come out, but it did nothing. And that'll lead them to killing the AM. XXX bringing him down for the count. Somnus was hoping for revenge onto the Storm Spirit. Unfortunately, not able to make it happen. And now being chased down by Monet. Primal Spring. Will it come out from this Monkey King? There's the Boundless Strike first. He comes down from the tree. Enables them to bring down FY. Super. Still hidden in the trees. And Team Aster don't care. They're like, man, whatever, man.
Here comes our zoo. Black Dragon, Ancient Thunderhide. Got everything we need to make this push happen. Moreover, they have a 9k gold lead. They still have this Aegis on Storm Spirit for another couple of seconds. BKB is on himself, the Monkey King, and the Axe. Legit, no cap. How do you actually win this game? They're gonna try though. They get the roots out onto the Storm Spirit. They're bringing him quite low, and they're gonna pop at least the Aegis life, but Aegis was literally expiring in 5 seconds, so whatever. They'll get the tier 3 for themselves, and with Anti-Mage respawning in 10 seconds, they feel, no need to take this risk. Gonna have a small disconnect from the Monkey King and the Skywrath Mage. Sporax and Monet need just a moment to reset themselves. Ultimately though, Team Aster just looking clean for the money. And bottom, honestly, what we saw in the bottom lane is why it felt so scary about these BKBs. What do they do? We saw it there, like, Anti-Mage literally was just standing around waiting for Storm Spirit's BKB to finish. That was his contribution to the fight. It was, okay, Storm still has BKB. Let me wait. Eventually it'll finish and I'll mana void him. That was it. That's all that was happening coming out of Eurus in that fight. FY got off a pretty sick dunk, but, you know, there's a reason why in terms of blink daggering heroes, we see Lion more so than Earthshaker. Earthshaker can make that one big jump happen, but can't do anything afterwards. Stuck waiting for his team to try and help him out. Of course, they can't. Damn, Baroda, what did you do? Lol. Speaking of bans and stuff, I'm blocked. I don't know if any of you follow me on Twitter, as you should, by the way. Make sure that you do. If you haven't already, obviously you'll see it flashing on screen all the time. I'm blocked by like a surprising amount of people on Twitter. And I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure what's the... I mean, I know part of why, but like, I don't know if I deserve it. Like, based on the fact that people who say much wilder things than me are blocked at a far lower rate than I am. It's just weird. I don't know. What do y'all think in chat? Any of you who follow me on Twitter, do you think I deserve to be blocked? Whether or not you agree with what I put on Twitter, is it blockable content or not? As we get back in the game, the unpause has been given. We're back on track. 10k gold lead for the side of Team Aster. Experience lead 15k at this point. XXX. Ooh! Bye, Somnus. Woo! Woo! Game is hard. Game is hard. This axe pick. This axe pick was perfect. 505. Perfect against both of the core heroes in the game. The other offlaner doesn't really initiate for you, so it's like whatever. And we spoke about this a while ago, about what's going to happen once they get this Blink Dagger. And we've been seeing it happen reliably. One hero can jump in to start the initiation, the other one will follow up. It doesn't matter if the first one is Axe or if the second one is Storm Spirit. As long as one catches you, you're screwed. What's crazy to me is that Borax hasn't even needed to really use Ancient Seal all that much. I mean, he's got an Aether Lens, a full Psychic Headband with Aether, like with this massive range. Look at the range on these spells. Are you kidding me? Come on, Skywrath Mage. Really, come on, look at this. That seems fair, right? Being able to cast from Fog and still silence you for 6 seconds, that seems perfectly balanced. But the crazy thing is, he hasn't needed it. It's like, whatever, who cares? Axe and Storm are doing so well to catch everybody out that they don't need the bonus damage or the bonus additional disable with the silence. There's so much damage coming in from Monet that they don't need the damage from the Skywrath Mage ultimate. He has 6 assists in this game, and there we go, yet again. There's the catch. Monet finds Super with the Bounder Strike for the kill after being caught out by XXX. And Roshan, of course, still a few minutes away from fully respawning. We'll see how long it's going to be in just a moment, but Team Aster. What's interesting for me is that they're not even playing in such a way as to completely restrict Elephants own access to their side of the map. It's even worse, they just don't care. They're just doing their own thing. They're like, farm with anti-mage, dude. Like it makes a difference to us. We'll just chase you here. And he's actually gonna die. Ah, he's dead. He's gone. Bye-bye. Hex up. No counterspell available. BKB activated. They drag him back. XXX. Jump in. Berserker's Call. And easy kill onto Eurus. They don't care. They don't have to leave vision everywhere because they don't need it. Monet just gonna stick around towards the mid lane. Almost killed FY by himself. Fortunately for FY, he can still blink away to safety, but... Or can he? Monet comes through. Primal Spring. But there's going to be the Boundless Strike already having triggered out. Figure with the pushback of the Blinding Light will keep the Witch Doctor alive. But also keeps them further and further corralled inside their base. And now Team Aster. Roche has spawned. A nice and early one for them. So will be an easy reward for killing Eurus in such an advantageous position. So here we go. Roshan. Getting taken now by the side of Team Aster. Should be an easy one. Monkey King, dude, has a full Chrysalis with Abyssal Blade, BKB, Aghanim Scepter, building into the Silver Edge. Yeah, this game is over. It's not actually more than over. I wish I had Dota Plus right now, because I'm pretty sure this is 100%. Like, I literally cannot imagine Aster losing this game unless they go AFK hands off keyboard from this point in time. Baroda, you're my hero. Like blocking a mod. I feel like it's fine to block a mod. You know, as long as, because it doesn't interrupt their mod activities. They can still like see your chats, time you out and whatever. I feel like it's fine.
It would appear Radiant's top tower under attack.
Monet in the top lane, taking out the tier 2 tower. Oh boy. Alright, like I said, I legitimately don't see a way for them to win this game outside of Team Aster throwing, now that they have the Silver Edge as well. Which is going to be a huge problem. Easier ways for Monet to move on the map. Oh, they might actually try to jump for Somnus here. Fissure actually keeps Somnus alive. Also, this Aghanim Scepter hasn't really worked out for Eurus, unfortunately. I think right now he's probably saying to himself, I could have done with a Butterfly or a Basher, hell, even a BKB. But I can't do anything with these what do these Fragment Illusions allow me to do right now? Not really. Like nothing really, so it's whatever. Jump in by White Album onto the off lane. Yang is gone. Does have buyback. Somnus going into the backside of the fight to look for an engagement here. A lot of damage coming through, but they silence him out very, very early on. And all heal, make sure everybody's back up to full. Somnus try to stay alive with the Yule Scepter, pushing him into the air, and will be able to remnant out to safety. In the meantime, though, Yang forced to buy back. And the rest of Team Aster, having taken the tier 3 tower, don't necessarily feel afraid enough that they have to retreat. Still sticking around. Monet has access to the Wukong's command still on the high ground. Is under Maledict though, so took quite a bit of damage here. Death Ward already having been committed. That means that there's a huge source of damage now not there. Monet has the Aegis. Very far from it ticking down or going off cooldown. But they're gonna back off, just chill a bit. Lanem will make sure that they have the necessary sustain. They are playing right next to an Ancient Granite Golem. So of course you have that bonus HP as well. And will they be able to find a way to bring down these towers without risking their own lives? And indeed it does. Oh, the base is in jeopardy. Tower's already gone from this mid lane. The racks will follow it, and now big jump by White Album, BKB activated. They're looking to get the die back out of Yang, and they're gonna succeed at doing so. 90 seconds in the grave, no cuddle. Somnus looking for Borax, won't be able to catch him out. Boundless Strike holds him in position. Eurus still trying to at least kill a support, but the amount of weight on Lanem not gonna be good for the money. It burst down Borax, but a 1-1 trade in exchange for a dieback on the offlaner, certainly not worth it for the anti-mage. And they do still end up losing the big prize. Melee racks are gone. The range racks are gone. Ooh. Oh boy. Elephant. Somnus has Aghanim Scepter. Trying to build into the Lincoln Sphere as well. The issue... Oh, there's just so many things to worry about. BKB would be great, honestly, if you could have it, but it doesn't always protect you because you can still get Berserkers called. Man, this Axe! What a pick! What a pick in this game, this Axe has been. Just presents so many problems. Jump in from White Album, unable to catch Super, as they have to use the Yule Scepter though to keep him alive. Unfortunately, the rest of Aster is still like, well, okay, we'll just push on the high ground. Here's our Black Dragon. Death Ward does get used, and they get down a Fissure as well. It might necessitate them having to respawn off of the Aegis Life, and indeed it does. Will they get the follow-up kill though? Anti-Mage getting jumped on right now by White Album. Although they are aware that killing AM is going to be a much more of a difficult fray. Now that everybody else is alive. If it was just AM alive, cool, you go for him, but... the whole team around him, get back. Now, what the hell? Monet has Refresher Orb now as well, Jesus. Double Wukong's online, double Boundless Strike, double Primal Spring, double BKB in the midst of the engagement. Oh, Somnus jumping very far forward, but jumps into a Berserker's Call, and Somnus gonna get bursted down. He's still alive. Can he get out of here? Somehow, he's gonna be able to flee, and he's gonna do so whilst also putting pressure onto the Cardinal, but at the same time, Monet, huge Wukong's command on the backside of the fight, eviscerates several heroes. The Ember Spirits jump back in, but only jumped into his own death. Monet took out the offlaner, took out a support. Euro's forced to just jump away, unable to really make his influence felt in the fight. Monet also tried to bring down FY, who barely manages to blink into the base to survive. Buyback forced out of the Witch Doctor. Somnus loath to have to do so himself, but why didn't he go back in? He felt like he was out of that fight. He could have lived. Could have lived. XXX tries to catch Eurus. Beautiful usage of the Manta style there and of the counter spell to prevent himself from getting hexed by the Storm Spirit. But there's very little they can do to stop this Rax from being taken, as Monet will trigger the Wukong's command. Says, if you want to force us away from this, buy back on your Ember Spirit. Definitely don't want to, so you have to sack the lane of Rax, as the second one will fall. Only one safe lane remaining for the side of Team Elephant. And even then, down bottom, the tier 3 tower already gone. Yo. Jareen. Yo, fam. You must ask Jaeger about some of our experiences with toxic chats that go out of their way to refuse moderation. XXX. Now we are at the stage of the game where for Elephant, the only way forward now is potential Rat Dota. If they had a pair of BTs on the Ember Spirits, I would have been very, very happy because they could rat a bit harder. At the very least, he does have a Witchbane now. That's kind of nice. It'll help somewhat, but not much. This will help a lot though. Like, no cap, this Wind Waker is going to make a huge difference. In the event that Eurus or Somnus get caught out without being able to use any of their defensive items or spells, the very least FY can bail you out of trouble, not just with the Fissure, but can buy you enough time to use your own spells. Oh, what? Okay, there we see White Album goes into the base. He almost killed Somnus would be dead right now if not for FY having this Wind Waker. That actually changed the game. if Somnus dies there, I don't think it's like game over, but it's like opportunity shots. And then it's just like, okay, Aster's just waiting to win the game now. Because Somnus can't afford to, no one can afford to die anymore of these cores on Elephant. FY keeps the game going with that Wind Waker. Also, what an audacious play from White Album. Zipping into the opponent base to kill your opposing mid laner. Eurus gets jumped yet again. This Wind Waker, baby, buying the time. Eurus able to blink away as a result. Somnus in the fight, but Somnus hexed up right now. Does he have a way out? No, he does not. Get taken out by the squad. Forced to buy back now. They've used all their other ultimates on the side of Elephant. Well, they just used the Death Ward. They still have Echo Slam. They still have usage of the Mono Void available. But they need to be careful. Aster smoked and faked back. They're looking for a fight. FY gets a huge Echo Slam, but it's not gonna be huge onto anybody except the creeps of Chen. No heroes nearby. FY is just gonna end up losing his life. Dies. No buyback available for him. Eurus also in danger. Will Eurus get taken out? Yes, he will. What a Wukong's command. 3 heroes cleaned up. Now Somnus going back into the fray. Just give them the dieback, my friend. He's gonna try and zip him up and down. Can they kill him before the game ends? No, they can't, but it does not matter. GG, well played. Team Aster. Grab the dub. Grab the 2-0. And look hella clean while doing it too. That's the most important part. Winning. Who cares about winning? Looking clean while you do. Yo, real talk also. Elephant looked... Yeah. I have a lot to say about this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have a lot to say about... Alright. I have a lot of trash to talk, right? So, let's get the official stuff out the way. Team Aster, congratulations. They go up 2-0. 2-0. And I'll give you the score that they actually get now in I-League. Because... now that they have been able to get themselves this dub, this is their 4th one. 4th. We're having some similar scenes to the previous season of I-League here thus far. And Elephant, this is their 3rd loss. Again, very similar scenes to I-League. Oh, lol. Lol, lol, lol. Fortunately for Elephant, now that there's only 7 teams in this group, only 1 team gets relegated and doesn't make it through to the playoffs. Given that Aster Aries is also in the tournament, it's inconceivable to me that Elephant doesn't make it out. Aster Aries will definitely be last place, but woo, they do not look good. They do not look good. They have not looked good in any of their games thus far. This game, yeah, there's very little to like about what happened here. Like this build-up, for example, from Eurus, right? Going from Manta into the Echo Saber. If he goes... like, you had Manta, Echo Saber, disassembled for the Axe, and then came back for the Echo Saber. If you go Echo Saber, go Echo Saber, play Echo Saber. I mean, look at this. This should never happen, right? The timing between your Manta style as anti-mage and your next real item. These aren't real anti-mage items. These don't actually help you play anti-mage games. But the Butterfly does, you know, pretty big time lag in between when these items were grabbed. Not great. Didn't like the itemization from Eurus at all. Somnus as well. I would have preferred BKB to Yules. I understand why he bought Yules. He looks on the other side and he's like, well, White Album is going to go Orchid again. So I need to get something to allow myself to avoid it. But... and there's also an Ancient Seal. So that's also a huge issue. Mate, you needed BKB as well. If you go both even, that's better. But... I didn't like the pick of the anti-mage with large, to be honest. So... that's a problem. Offlane Coddle, I do believe this experiment was a failure. Consider game 1 on the other side for Team Aster, right? Borax played Coddle. So let's just see here. I'm just going to give you a quick example. 16-minute, 48-second Orchid. Let's see, previous game. Oh, it's not showing up. It's not showing up. In the previous game, honestly, I think that the Orchid timing was around the same time. Let's see. Oh, well, crap. We can't actually see the timing in this one. But in the previous game, they got Orchid on the Coddle from the support position. Did it need to be in the off lane? What did it give them in this game that it needed to be in the off lane? Couldn't they have used a hero like Axe when they picked... you know, they had a chance to get a hero like Axe. Imagine they have Axe instead. This is a very different game. If they have Axe instead of the Keeper of the Light, and then
Axe plays 3, Keeper of the Light can play 4, and then something else for Super. Hell, you can even put the Keeper on 5 and give FY something else. But this draft didn't work out. How they played the draft didn't work out. Somnus got bodied in a way that he shouldn't have. Like, yeah, not the best performance overall from Somnus across both games. Not from Eurus either. Yeah, this just looks like normal Team Elephant, y'all. Normal Team Elephant. Feels bad. I have to miss out on XM. I have to miss out on X Nova at TI for this, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on. Come on. All right, Aster, grab your 2-0. Enjoy life. Take it. Everybody who get their points, enjoy life. And the support draw with Nova Flame Star. Yeah, this is like, I know I was memeing at the beginning of the draft and I was like, this seems to me like a 4 Protect 1 draft from Elephant. This was beyond 4 Protect 1. This was something else. Like, there was, I guess this was 1 play for himself and the other 4 do stuff. But what stuff that they don't do anything? We spoke about in the first game. The team that has the capability of taking agency, taking initiative, doing stuff can win. Aster could do so much stuff here. What could honestly Elephant do? When you see those drafts and you think about what this draft does, the first thing that comes to mind honestly is nothing. And ultimately that's what ended up happening for Elephant. So 2-0, they end up losing yet again, unfortunately. And also with their loss, they will precipitate the end of the snare stream for the day. You know, we're easing back into this, y'all. Relax. We're gonna take this slow. You know, we're still coming back in. We're still coming back in. I have to rebuild my like 9-hour per day stamina. Ah, those are some good times, huh? That eating stream soon. Wait, what? What did Neff tweet? What did Neff put out? Wait, did Neff think that Aster was gonna lose to Elephant? What? What? That's quite surprising. That's quite surprising. I would not imagine that he would think that. I want to see, what did Neff say? I want to hear what Neff said. I want to go check what Neff said. Perfect Land Gaming. Which games, Jaeger? Which games? Yeah, I'm quite behind, fam. I'm quite behind. Let's see. Perfect Land Gaming. I've never heard of this. Oh, that with Young on Galacticos and Fox and them. I'll think about it. Yeah, like I'm saying, the main reason you have to think about these things now is I'm not like fully, like I'm still a bit concerned about my stamina. You know, I want to make sure that I'm still at max level throughout the day. But actually, I could cop some games here. Ooh, I see. Shout out Jaeger. You see, this is why Jaeger gets in this putting in work award right here. This is what's up. All right. So let's give Jaeger his putting in work. Let's catch up with the chat and then then we'll get out of here. All right, I see. I've caught up now. I've caught up. Lol. Yeah, this game is GG. Yo, Dickie, you know how they didn't know offlane Carl was a thing? It's the same way that Kuroki, TI winning Kuroki, right? TI grand finalist 3 times in his life, Kuroki, didn't know that support Razor's not a thing. Oh, lol. Yeah. I remember that. Of course that stream never happened. He's gonna be hiding underground. I think I'll actually do. All right, so Jaeger's put us on some pretty good gas. So let's see. Tomorrow's I-League games actually seem not very entertaining, honestly. We've got one good game in the morning, the IG Vici one, and then Aries Aster wins. Elephant Magma, Elephant wins. So I think we could actually do one of these Perfect Land Gaming games. Yeah, this could actually work. I could do an Execration game. Do we do Execration or Young on Galacticos? What do y'all think? Because Young on Galacticos is playing SMG, and SMG, they tend to, a lot of people like the SMG team. But the only issue is that the SMG game takes place at the same time as IG Vici. Oof. 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 Ooh. Mid-cuddle I actually believe in, brother. It was a couple of days ago. I actually do believe in mid-cuddle. That one is fine to me. Like, if you're gonna play these wacky sort of heroes, I believe you should play them middle. Like your Hoodwinks, Keeper of the Lights, these kind of heroes, run them through mid. Everything's Gucci. Do not play them from the off lane. That's the only thing. Just don't play them off lane. But yeah, yo. Before tomorrow, there's a couple of errands I still want to run. And yeah, SMG is the one with mid one. SMG is the one with mid one. What did they say, the organizer? I want to hear what they tuned there. And yeah, SMG is the team with mid one, KP, Moon, Afu, and Raji. That's the complication is also somewhat internal because there are for various reasons I want to avoid supporting Team SMG. You know, of course, those reasons aren't not the best subscribed in the world, but it is what it is. It is what it is. No, it is not. It's not on Jureen. I'll link it here for you. It's this tournament here. For some reason, it's not on Wikipedia. I think the concern is that it's too small or something like that of a tournament. But I actually might do the SMG one. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Do we do SMG versus Young on Galacticos? Or do we do IG Vici? And then that will mean though that we do the execration game then tomorrow. Which I suppose is fine, right? We can do that, right? IG Vici in the morning and then execration versus this random Chinese team later on in the day. Is that cool? Is that cool? Is that alright? Is that alright? Yo, Jareen, bruh, listen, dog. The tale of SMG betrayal goes way deeper than Mushi. Let's just put it that way. Way deeper than... Yo, it's some things I'm not at liberty to say, right? But it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap. Good luck, Jaeger. Let me know, my G. Let me know. I'm definitely down. But so far, I think tomorrow we'll do IG Vici and then we'll do this Fox execration one. Yeah. I like that particular spread. You know, IG Vici will excite me in the morning, get me all gassed up, and then we'll go into the other one in good stead. But I'm not seeing... I don't know. Things are weird right now. We'll do one of them tomorrow. We'll definitely do 2 series tomorrow. Which ones? Which series those will be? Make sure you're following the stream to find out. So we're gonna close it off here for the day. It's good to be back, yo. It's just good to be back. Yeah. Shout out to y'all for pulling through with a homie on the return. You know, shout out to I mean, y'all know what it is. Shout out Demonic. Shout out God de Jaeger. Shout out Baroda. Shout out Jareen. We couldn't stay the whole while. But you know, still shout out the Charging Spirit Cow. Legends. Shout out God de Jaeger, of course. Can't forget God de Jaeger. And everybody who followed today, shout out to y'all. You know, shout out to our boy who also had to leave earlier, Johnny. But you know, if you want your own personal shout out, hang out long enough. Come say what's up. Tell us what you think in chat. Eventually, you'll definitely become a part of the always getting shouted out list. And hell, you'll get to the point where we're like, you know what, to help you deal with circumnavigating the chat, might even give you those mod privileges. But yeah, y'all are the other guy. Listen, Jaeger, nah? Part of the reason I'm also fine with doing iLeague again is I had a bit of a mental block a long time ago about doing streams when bigger studios or bigger people are streaming at the same time. And it would get to me like a lot, like shit, what's the point of doing this thing? But fortunately, because of people like y'all, the couple of memes that were missing today, of course, it is what it is. But because of y'all, I was like, who cares? It doesn't matter if I have like 1,000 people every other stream or 100, you know. There's a coterie of people who will give me the internal motivation necessary to get out of bed and do this thing. And that's all that really matters. So if he's doing it, the other guy, let him do it. It's all good. I don't give a fuck. You know, besides, I'm better than him anyway. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you everybody for the time together with the homie. I am now gonna sign off. Thank you for being with me for the first proper day back since God knows how long. God knows how long. And it will not be the last. It will not be the last. We hope that tragedy shall not befall us and that we can get back to the regularity and the momentum we had before. But yeah, life has shown me in the last couple of months, or actually it's only been 1 month. Are you fucking kidding me? Like a month and a half that all this has been happening. It's been showing us that that is not to be expected. So it's just to be gratefully accepted and to be, I don't know. It's just nice when it happens, but if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. But I'll definitely be back. And I'll be back not just because I enjoy doing this, not just because of money, not just because of Twitch, but I'll be specifically back for y'all. Like legitimately back for y'all. It's makes me happy to know I can help make y'all happy. Yeah. So sincerely, thank you so much for giving me that opportunity and giving me a reason to come back. So shout out to y'all. See you tomorrow. Bright and early. I don't know what we're doing first. Right? I don't know if we're doing Young on Galacticos versus SMG, or I don't know if we're doing IG versus Vici. I don't know. We'll find out together tomorrow though. Bye guys. Bye y'all. Love ya. And be as kind to yourselves as you've been to me. Promise me that, please. Plus. Huh? Do that for me. And that'll be all I need. That's the shilling. From now on, the shilling will be, I'm going to shill for your own personal kindness. So bye everybody. See you tomorrow. Love ya. Bye.